let's talk course topic. This is the first step I've taken in creating my new course. The things I went through are things like my skill set, the profit potential, the challenges my audience is facing, and what gets me excited. The next thing was social media, going to like Facebook groups where my ideal client avatar hangs out or my ideal community, right? And then I'll go through the important steps of the process. So, what am I really good at? What am I most experienced at? I've been an executive assistant for about the last 25 years, and actually, it's been one of the best things that I've done because, also in my side business, it's really given me good skills. Like, I'm really structured and I'm very organized and productive. So I think it's been a great thing. I've also got a lot of experience. I went to university and majored in finance, sub-majored in IT. So I started going into digital marketing, web design, coding, branding, etc. And from there, I found, because I was doing a lot of online courses, because I love to learn. I don't like exams, but I love to learn. If you give me like a video to listen to, I'm not a book reader, so I like everything online. So I can just listen to videos, read a bit of text, but I'm mainly a video person. Okay, so online learning, I absolutely love it. And that's why I'm so big in online courses and stuff like that. So I had to look at what am I most experienced at. So really, I'm most experienced at being an executive assistant. So my administrative skills, my productivity, strategy, and organization, they top the chart. Okay, even though I've got these other skills as well, they're probably my best. So that's where I add the most value. That's what's second nature to me. Okay. And the thing is, like, it's so second nature to me. If you ask me how I break down my day, I have to really think about it because I just do it naturally. Boom, 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 each day. That's, how I roll. So, that's the kind of thing that I think my audience would like to hear. So I went into the course topic in my head thinking I wanted to do productivity. Okay. So I didn't know exactly how it was going to look, but productivity is something that I thought would be fantastic. It's second nature to me. I know that it's something the audience wants, and I think it's valuable enough for them to pay for. And I hear a lot in the Facebook group and other groups, processes, systems, all that type of stuff, people being productive, how can they improve it, that type of thing. I hear it a lot in the groups. So I thought that's something I'd be really excited teaching about. And I really thought it would be something that people would want to buy. And yeah, that would help them solve problems and improve their business. So the next step is I went out to social media. Okay, so I went to Facebook groups. I went out to quite a few. And I asked them questions. Okay, so you have to be very specific in the question that you are. So you always have to be very specific in the questions that you ask. Okay, I think that's really important because otherwise you'll just be wasting your time. You'll get answers back that just not what you're after. So that's something that you learn with time as to what kind of questions you ask them. And the first thing I asked was, if I created a course on productivity, what would be the top 3 things you're struggling with at the moment? And then from there, I got a lot of questions back. So they answered my question, they gave a few specific things and, some, and that's the thing too, like you got to be prepared for feedback that you don't really want. Some of it might be negative, some positive, okay? But sometimes the negative feedback are not your ideal client avatar, okay? Or maybe it's not your ideal community that you're asking the questions to. That's something you'll also work out as you're going along. So I was asking these questions and then they were asking me, okay, so what's your experience? And I said, okay, so I'm an executive assistant. This is what I've been doing, for 25 years and, productivities. That's why I was thinking productivity, that type of thing. And then slowly over, it took some time. It's not something that happens straight away. So you have to be patient. Okay, this is not something that you'll ask a question and boom, you get your answer straight away. It came back to me that the best thing that I could do for a cause was to create a course where I'm helping a small business set up and start up a virtual assistant. And I was like, boom, that's exactly what I need to do. That's me to a T. Like that's that's productivity, because there are so many small business out there who just don't know how to set up a VA. They've got no idea what questions, what to give them, what do they need to be set up with before a virtual assistant starts. And I'm not saying that you're going to do their job for them, but having them set up properly before they start with really good systems in place, and also what they need to do, okay, and guidance. So you have everything written out for them. And having a VA will help you so much if you do it right. And also, so the important thing is really take note of feedback. Okay, some can be ultra useful. And like I said before, some can be a bit negative. Okay, but they may not be your ideal client. That's really important. So when I was looking, for my course topic and asking questions, there were people coming back that were a bit negative. And then after a few questions back and forth, I said to them, look, you're really not my ideal client. So you're answering me and you're not my ideal client. And they're like, yeah, no, I'm not. So you very, you work that out. Okay. So don't take the negative feedback to heart, but it could be they're just not your ideal client. Maybe they're at a different stage of the business process. Okay. Maybe they've already got VAs and maybe there's someone like myself who's an executive assistant or has strong administrative skills where they know how to train a VA. So they're like, why would I need that for? So you just need to be really, conscious of that the negative feedback is not always bad. It just, maybe they're not your ideal client. Yeah. So the next thing we'll talk about is, the key takeaways. So these are the important things. So like, look at what are you good at and what gets you excited. It needs to be something you can, make a profit from. I mean, you don't want it to all be about money, but at the end of the day, you need to make money. Okay. Everything can't be for free. You do as much as you can to add value, be for free, but then there's other things that you need to make money from, and it needs to be a profit. So not just make money, but a profit. Are you offering a solution to a problem? Reach out to social media. I would stay away from a lot of the really big groups. I found that when I was asking questions, there's one group that has like 140,000 people, but because they're just, people are posting in there so much, your post gets lost. So I think those really big groups are just, they're not really worth it. A lot of them are just self-advertising anyway. They're not really interested in what other people have to say. So I would avoid those really big groups. Ask targeted questions and take note of feedback. You can really learn a lot from this. So each week, maybe once or twice a week, I'm going to be posting in a video of the steps that I'm taking in creating my course. So it's going to be over a few weeks. So it's not something that would just be 1 or 2 weeks. So stay tuned. If you have any questions, just send me a message and I can answer you. I'm really excited. I love creating courses, and, it's a long process. But I think if you hang with it and patience, you'll get there.